position. And then when the heater is going, if you get it turned up pretty high, you step on that, it kind of hurts. Damn, the door's locked too. Can I use my key on this one?
Dear Katie, so much has changed.
Oh, sorry,
even just since you've been away.
Alright.
We moved into this house. I'm in a new school. And my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier.
Guess it's
It doesn't
upstairs
feel
time.
real.
Let's see what we got.
But I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal. Just like I was talking to you.
More playing cards. I don't even put that there. Oh well. Controlled burns scheduled for Boone County. Boone County, plumes of smoke will rise above the northeastern region of Boone County over the better part of next week as part of the Forestry Service run controlled burn of overgrown sections of the Flintlock National Forest. Forestry crews have been preparing the area for months. The burn operation will take place between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly into Thursday, depending on speed of progress, according to the Forestry Service. That was unnecessary, just for the record. In addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation that can lead to wildfires and drier months, the operation will serve as a valuable training tool for the forestry and firefighting personnel involved, said senior conservationist Janice Greenbrier. It's Mom. Smoke will likely linger in the area through the following weekend. I guess she kept that because her name was in it. Seems unnecessary. More bad art and healing wallpaper. I mean, the wallpaper's alright, I guess, but, I mean, that's just really nice roots. I like that. Right. Ceiling. Ceiling. Okay, open the door. Notice a temporary personnel transfer to aid in the upcoming prescribed burn operation. A ranger with expertise in the procedure is being transferred to the station at Flintlock National Forest effective 9/2/94. Please see attached personnel file. The overseeing officer at Flintlock Forestry Station, Senior Conservationist Janice Greenbrier, is charged with the supervision of transferred personnel. Duration of transfer will be based upon performance evaluation as well as the recommendation of the overseeing officer. Bruce Pendleton, 8/9/94. Here's the cone that I can do absolutely nothing with. Oh, we got a personal calendar. Yeah, let's see. More shit I can't read, kind of. Cooking class. More cooking class. Oh, and then she plans on cooking a big meal on Friday, it looks like. Alright. Anything else in here? Again, I can grab a pen, but I can do nothing with it. Go. Close the door. Nothing down there. Let there be light. Oh, what's this? A cassette case. Bretmobile Potty Mouth. For Sam. Love Thing, that's the name of the song. Stab, Cherry Bomb, Cherry Bomb's, oh damn it. Cherry Bomb's already a song. Alright, Throwaway, PRDCT, some special. Fuck Your Fans, Polaroid Baby, Panic, Bitch Theme, Bitch Theme, I don't know. Richard Cool Schmool, Just Wanna Kiss Bride, No You Don't, Queenie, ah damn it. And you're gonna like, damn. You're gonna like this one. Okay.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and
More
other
bad art.
girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
I'm assuming that's the tape that we found in the other room, which was not bad, honestly. Wasn't great, but wasn't bad. To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenbrier, am 17 years old and am therefore an independent, fully functional human being. No, you're not. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is, frankly, absurd. Compare with Katie, who is only 3 years older than me, and yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. A little different. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own like a human being, and since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. That's not good logic, just for the record. Warmest regards, your daughter, Samantha. Okay. So I guess this is where they left notes back and forth to each other. And apparently me leaving lights on in the house is something I did anyways, so I'm just staying in character. Right. Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. This is why you don't lend your games to people, for the record. They don't give them back. They'll tell you they'll give them back, but they don't give them back. I'm guessing this is Sam's room. Very angsty teen. I wonder if I can make this work on the computer screen. I don't know if I can make it work or not. I can't quite see what it is. And I wouldn't be surprised if they did a clue in the game enemies. What's a heart? I got it. Never mind. That was pretty lame. Alright, let's try the other one. Scrutinize. This one I'm struggling with. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh my god, I hate the points. Alright. Oh, she took something with her. Is this the game? Adventurous the Cat Returns. So this is part 2 of a shit game. And if none of you have ever owned an NES before, it says very clearly on the cartridge not to blow into the cartridge, but that's what you had to do to make it work half the time, was blow the dust in it. But you plug it in and it would do nothing. Okay, there's no down here. Chun-Li moves. Fireball, left, hold, right, plus punch. Lightning kick, 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 kick. Helicopter kick, down, hold, up, plus kick. Air stomp, down, MK, while jumping. It's middle kick. And these are Chun-Li from... Yeah, okay, anyways. Fly sticker? Come on, thing. Oh, is this our cartridge? This is Super Spitfire. Nope, really know this game. So are we gonna find Street Fighter? No, Journey of Crystal. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. We were gonna find another. Damn, too close. Yes, we did. Oh, this is Batmobile. Or Bratmobile. Sorry.
We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool. We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Fuck you too, cool schmuck. I don't wanna sit around and talk about the water for what does the good all day. I don't wanna wonder if you're gonna say hello. I don't wanna wonder if you're gonna walk away. I don't wanna hear how many friends you have.
We're done with that. I guess that wasn't Bratmobile on the other end. Just that was bad. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you, Mrs. Blaylock. She clearly does write better than her dad. So, hey, look, another Mitsubishi plate, and another glass that's not sitting on a coaster. Sock on the floor. Hey, you gonna do my nails? Alright, whatever. Which one is this? This is more, I guess, so she's a ginger ale drinker. Nothing. Which one is this? Hey, the Misfits! Alright, sweet. Lamp-on, pencil, eraser, pen, more tissue paper, another sock, broken drawer apparently. Shit, minimum combination yet. Alright, gotta figure that out. Let's see what's in here. Goodfellow High School disciplinary referral. Mr. Benchley observed Miss DeSoto wearing a t-shirt with an unacceptable image on the front. A large beer can labeled Pabst Blue Ribbon. Come on. Miss DeSoto was sent to the guidance counselor's office. The action taken. Miss DeSoto was given the option to turn her shirt inside out, change into her shirt from her gym locker, or be suspended for the rest of the day. Miss DeSoto chose suspension. Her father was called, but there was no answer and no answering machine. Miss DeSoto must return this form tomorrow, signed by her father. And she just crumpled it up and threw it away. This was 10/20/94 in hall room. So, just walking down the hall. Apparently none of her other teachers had a problem with this. Because 9:20 a.m. school should have been going on for a little while already. Approved Magazine, AIDS in Africa, Soul Asylum Live, Eddie Vedder, Weezer, Barrel Assault, Wants It Now. I'll get back to this, I cannot. Another mug, not on a coaster. Kurt Cobain. Nothing. Stay. I want to believe. You know what? You don't have to want to believe the record. You can just believe if you want to believe. No one's stopping you from believing. Board game. Got your number. Okay, alright. Still haven't found. Oh, what is this now? The King's Labyrinth, Chapter 2, Fraying Threads. Captain Allegra, still in her flowing skirt and sturdy jerkin, descended the single shining thread into the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and her first mate, on their own, grew closer to their goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line onto the stone floor. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Allegra. The silken thread, nigh unbreakable, thanks to the enchanted moths that inhabited the island. Enchanted moths. I guess I didn't know moths made thread, but they ate thread. Trailed behind them, leading their way back to the entrance. From further into the labyrinth, the moaning began to echo. The moaning grew louder and clearer. It turned into words from some ancient language they could not understand. The king's cursed voice, the hairs on Captain Allegra's arms, stood on end. She looked back at the first mate. His eyes remained locked on the blackness of the passage for a moment too long before noticing the captain's gaze. The first mate nodded ahead silently. Following the king's ghostly song deeper and deeper into the labyrinth, they came upon a rocky gap spilling forth overworldly blue light. The great basin of the king's throne room lay below. Skeletal in rotted robes, the king was hunched over the blue orb, propping his royal scepter. Shadows of his bony fingers danced on walls like ghouls. As she sang, wailing souls flowed in one by one through the cracks in the cave walls, pulled into the orb, causing it to glow brighter and brighter behind the king. A long staircase, hewn from rock, led down into the chamber from a passage at the top. Allegra said, "We have the advantage in numbers. I will draw his attention. And then you," but the first mate interrupted. "No, I am smaller and quicker, and you know of dealing with mystic energies like these. I will circle to the other side, get the king's attention, and lead him on a merry chase." She held up the silk line. All traced by this invincible thread, of course. Allegra said, "It is a good plan, but perhaps we should go together." The first mate shook her head. "You know this is our best chance. Don't be afraid for me." They grasped hands and exchanged 3 tight squeezes, their palms growing warm. The first mate tied the shining thread to the belt of her trousers, gave a quick salute and a wink, and dashed off. Allegra waited, staring vigilantly across at the top of the stairs where the first mate was to appear. The king continued his... Wait, no, no! The singing stopped. The king turned and began walking up the stairs. Allegra wanted to call out, to do anything to stop the first mate from running headfirst into danger. She tried tugging on the line to signal her. No use. The king was nearly at the top of the stairs when the first mate burst through the passageway. She skidded to a stop. Even from across the yawning basin, Allegra could see the first mate's eyes grow wide. She turned and ran. Summoning his undead power, the king left the ground levitating, gliding behind her with distressing speed. From some dank passage, much too far away, Allegra heard the first mate's scream. She was already running toward the sound. The line on Allegra's hand went taut, and then shuddered. It fell slack to the stone floor. As Allegra ran, she was gathering line, twisting it around her arm. She came to its end. The unbreakable thread dangled limply, its end shredded and frayed in her hand. She tossed it to the ground and ran. Sounds like the first mate didn't fare too well. What do we got here? Mitten, 1888, Dry Creek Road. Plaque. Samantha, S is for special, A is for adorable, M is for merry, A is for affectionate, N is for nice, T is for thoughtful, H is for honest, A is for admirable. Okay, anything? Okay, so that was 1888, may have been a clue. Let's try it. 18888. That was not it. What a party! I haven't had that much to drink, Jodie Foster. How many fingers am I holding up? Is this all? You'd better not have been reading my secret diary again. Ugh. Here you go, Mitten. Have some pate. Gross. Meow. Okay. So I didn't find the code in here. I don't think. Yeah, I'm not really seeing the code. Last time it gave it pretty clearly. Oh, well, she threw one soda can away, so I guess that's better than nothing. Wait, okay. Another note. Hey Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? It came out last weekend and Todd won't shut up about it, so either it's good or we can make fun of him for liking it. My mom is supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change, but I can just ditch out on it probably. What time? Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? Am I going to barf? According to Todd, it's a pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle, so that's kind of hilarious. Alright, also something about cheeseburgers is important. Todd wants to see it again. 7:15 okay? Don't burf. Alrighty, see you there. Heart, little hamburger or cheeseburger, barfing. And it's a Royale with cheese, by the way, not a cheeseburger. Did y'all see any code on that? I didn't see any code on that. No code on it. Alright. Bathroom, what is it? It's a toothbrush, hand soap, cup, cabinet, toothpaste, more nail polish. Nothing in that trash can. Another emery board, toilet paper. Let's hope that's... Okay, that's red dot. Alright, cool.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. It's pretty intimate, right?
Damn, I'm out.
It felt intimate. We looked into the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy, or good, or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited, and the moment was gone.
Okay. Where should we go next? Yeah, I didn't see anything on there. Okay, let's try this room. We need to find that code. Where'd that code? Huh. One of the drawers can be rummaged through here. I guess that's supposed to be an underwear drawer. Clothes. A lot of the same clothes going on in these drawers. Those have to be shorts. That would be really, really tight to bundle jeans up that way. Is that a condom? Ha! Alright, I don't know why she said, oh, barf. There's nothing disgusting about sex. Alright, I'm guessing those are actual jeans there. Alright, yay, more videos. Okay, let's see what alright. What we got? We got Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and The Fugitive again with the 2 movies on 1 VHS tape. Hey, to do that, you had to slow the speed down so bad that the quality was horrible. It just was. And again, you have to fast forward through 1 game. It's just not... Well, you don't have to worry about it, so whatever. All the President's Men, it's another good movie. Inside Edition, The Sound of Music. I had to watch it 2 times at school, so... And Gone with the Wind. Again, classics. Technically, I guess, good movies. Personally, don't really care. Why? And Silence of the Lambs, excellent movie. Definitely a must-see. That whole series, must-see. Looks like there's something under the bed. Or am I just a slob? Postcard. Dear Mom, Dad, and Sam, I am in the Channel. This is my second passage through the Channel. I'm on my way back from London, this time going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write you on the way to London, but I was too excited about the Channel. London was great. Dad, I know you've always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You'd love it. If you wanted to come back here as a family sometime, I guess I could be convinced. Love you all, Katie. Another coaster with nothing sitting. Wait. I keep hearing things, guys. Oh, this is my parents' room? This says Mom's purse. Okay. Interesting. That's Mom's underwear. Shirts. That was a definite thought. More Mom's underwear. Mitten, your cat, Caitlin, age 5, nothing on the back. Okay. Alright, what we got over here? We got another family photo. Dear Jan, oh honey, let me tell you, I understand how you feel. Bob and I have had our down periods. It's become a bit of a way of life, actually. You get used to each other. You live your own lives in the same house. The kids grow up, they go away. I'm sorry this isn't helping, is it? Don't worry. Terry will get over whatever's distracting him. Things will go back to normal. And as far as Sam being distant, that's a teenager for you. Nothing to worry about. In the meantime, though, this controlled burn. It sounds like quite the adventure. But let's cut to the chase. This new ranger they sent. That's what I want to hear about. Ranger Rick. You have to be kidding me. It's too perfect. You have to tell me everything. And send pictures. I want the whole package. Wait, that sounded wrong. Keep your chin up until Terry is out of his slump, and in the meantime, write more letters to your old friend Carol. She adores them. Love, Carol. And what do we got here? Bookmark. Take your time. I'm glad to have it in good hands. Rick. Oh, so it looks like she developed a little bit of a relationship with Rick. Was my mom screwing around on my dad? Did he find out and murder her? That'd be a twist. Ooh, a ghost game. Scary. Alright, classic kind of black and white pictures that are meant to be kind of scary. Is this one of Dad's books? No. Alright, watercolor techniques. Are you a watercolorist looking to improve your skills? No. So was Bradford Gregory once. Since he began painting with watercolors at the age of 40, he has gone on to win countless awards in national and international exhibitions. Now with watercolor technique for florals and still lifes, he shares his years of watercolor experience with you. This book doesn't contain lists of rules, but principles and concepts that will lead you down the path to fulfilling your personal potential as an artist. Sounds very exciting. Alright, I don't really see anything else in the closet. And we've got another bathroom with another door. Weird. Okay, I get it. Cabinet, shaving cream, toothbrush. Can't open any of these? Alright, fine. Nothing in the trash can. And here's the tub and the switch. What do we got? We got more shaving cream. Shampoo. After the honeymoon, rediscovering your spouse, personally, spiritually, and sexually. I'll let that one go. After the honeymoon, it may seem inevitable that the spark you and your spouse shared on your honeymoon should fade over time, but it doesn't have to be. It does. Reverend Alexander Michaels will show you how to rekindle the fire you once had. Part 1 provides simple steps to reopen the lines of communication between you and your spouse, allowing you to face the problems you share as partners instead of rivals. It's pretty simple. You just talk to each other and listen to each other. Part 2 leverages the Reverend's decades of service to God, helping you connect with a higher power. You'll draw strength from a spirituality you may not even know you have. Part 3 offers a number of fresh and exciting ideas for the bedroom, including a few that might surprise you. Don't have any reservations. New stuff is fun. Trust me. The reserves of passion for your spouse run deep. You just have to know where to look. Reverend Michaels will show you the way. Oh good, a reverend is going to teach me about sex. That sounds fabulous. More shitty art. Yeah, the reverend is definitely the first person I turn to for sex advice. That's who you should go to. Alright, we've been that way. Let's go this way. Still haven't found the code for her locker. Katie, Mom and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. Sam. Seems like Sam, left. Interesting. Okay. More shitty art. God almighty. Hey, Sam! You were asking what my JROTC ribbons meant. Here is a handy guide. Orienteering, rifle team, adventure training. So you didn't think I was cool before, now you do. Lonnie. Okay, so Lonnie was in junior ROTC. Uh-oh. Got a ghost hunter journal. Sighting journal, August 31st, 1994, 1:19 a.m. A tall shadow in the upstairs hall when I rounded the corner. No one was there. How tall was Uncle Oscar? Note, I was not wearing my glasses. September 3rd, 1994, 12:44 a.m. A faint voice coming from the bottom of the stairs. I said, hello. Did not investigate. Probably was the furnace. September 9th, 1994. Are within a few days of each other. 4:11 p.m. Poured milk in carton and fridge. It was spoiled. Pretty sure I read that spirits can sour milk. Milk was just bought yesterday. Moo. Oh, also ghost milk. Oh, that's entertaining. October 19th, 1994, 11:24 p.m. Lonnie says she feels a presence in the TV room. I suddenly begin to feel cold. We build a protective pillow fort. That explains the fort. October 22nd, 1994, 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. Lonnie and I are employing Ouija board as a medium. Disturbing messages are conveyed from the other side. Oscar is definitely here. And then the writing is pretty bad on this next one. October 28th, 1994, 10 p.m. and October 29th, 4 a.m. Enlisted Lonnie to stay up all night and help patrol premises, recording any signs of otherworldly presence. Lonnie reported many sightings, but all remained unconfirmed. Possible ectoplasm in the attic, probably leaky roof. Sample taken, just in case. Despite our best efforts, we both fell asleep around 4 a.m. All in all, a successful night. So she's claiming the place is